What's going on, everybody? You guessed it, Listen, it's your boy Trey Sense, your boy Trey Belafonte, and we got a little bit of a review, a little bit of a discussion here. You know how we do it on the channel. Listen, before we get into this, I need something from you. I need you to like, share, and sub. Like, share, and sub. Yeah, and continue to tap in, check in, let me know where you're watching the videos from. So, what we're going to talk about is the controversial note of oud. I'm willing to bet everything that I own that none of these fragrances have the real note of oud, but I think it's illegal to use anyway, so most of the fragrances that you buy are not going to have the note of oud in it. Okay, not a real note of oud. So let's get into it. The first one that I have is from the house of Sensual Obsessions, and it is their version of Tom Ford's Oud Wood. Give myself a little spray. Oh, this smells good. I love oud. Some people only wear oud in the winter time and the coldest, blah, blah, blah. I wear oud all year long. Anytime I get ready to wear an oud fragrance, I wear it. Now, I do have some other oud fragrances, like Gucci Guilty Absolute, but it's not really a cheapie, and that's all that comes to mind right now. I've had this a while, so it has been sitting and maturating, and what you get from this is, to me, sort of a medicinal oud, if that makes any sense. It is not for everybody. I like it, I enjoy it, it works well on my skin, and I get lots of compliments, but that's just me. But from the house of Sensual Obsession, it's his version of Tom Ford's Oud Wood, and I like it. Next on the list, from the house of Frank Olivier, it is Oud Touch. I'll give myself a little spray of this one. Now this one right here, I'm gonna tell you, powerhouse, stays on forever. Stays on forever. That smells really good. It smells amazing. From the house of Frank Olivier, it is Oud Touch. And touch, all you have to do is bam, bam, touch the atomizer 3 or 4 times. 3 is probably where you want to stop. Some more oud fragrances from my collection as I just sit here. I have Back to Black, which is an oud fragrance by Mancera. I have Lemon Lime from Mancera, which is an oud fragrance. Did I say Lemon Lime? Yeah, Lemon Lime. And Black Line, I think, both of those. I know Black Line is an oud fragrance, and then I have, of course, Oud Cafe. But again, none of those are really on the inexpensive side. Like, all of these can be had for under $40. As good as a house, as good of a house as Mancera is, and their fragrances are by no means overly expensive, but still, these are 40 and under. So Frank Olivier makes good fragrances, man, and this is a good one right here. Oud Touch, that's a really, really good oud fragrance from the house of Swiss Arabian. Whew. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce that. We're just going to call it Swiss Arabian. And this is a good one as well. Common denominator, oud, great atomizer, and this is a more wearable oud than probably those two. It's a little bit more toned down, sort of a leathery oud, not as in your face, but still a good smelling oud fragrance, man. That Frank Olivier is strong. Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt to. Yeah. But I love the note of oud, guys. To me, it's a nice note to where, yeah, this is nice right here. Not the most oud-centric of the bunch, but it still is an oud fragrance from the House of Swiss Arabian. And I like it. You get almost an oud gourmand, something in there that likes it, wants to go just a little bit chocolatey, a little bit coffee, a little bit of a coffee vibe. But I like it. And then as the little bit of chocolatey coffee vibe wears down, it starts to get a little bit medicinal as well. Not as much as the Tom Ford, but nonetheless, a great fragrance from the House of Swiss Arabian. Can't pronounce that name. All right, this next one is an extreme cheapie, and it was what, $14.99, and it is from the House of Milestone, and it is Desert Oud. And I love this collection. I love these bottles. I love the cap. I love the atomizer. Look at that. Wonderful. Oh man, that's nice. That is so nice. And that is a smooth, fresh, creamy, masculine. Did I say smooth? Oud from the House of Milestone. It is Desert Oud. And I think this is cloning something from the Dolce & Gabbana Velvet line, because it says on here Velvet Collection, but really good, really good. I enjoy this fragrance. So from the House of Milestone, it is Desert Oud. This next one is from Fragrance World, I think. Yeah. From the House of Fragrance World. I was just making sure, guys. And I love this fragrance. I love this bottle. Again, Fragrance World. And it is Happiness. Ooh, they didn't make any of this in here easy to read at all. As a matter of fact, they made it as tough as they could possibly get. Now that I think about it, I have a J.B. Butters. Is it Tom Ford's Oud Wood? J.B. Butters? I think it is. I think it's Tom Ford Oud Wood. So you can even get some J.B. Butters Oud Wood to go along with this. Now, this is a little bit medicinal as well, as oud gives off that clean medicinal vibe sometimes. I have, oh my goodness, just slipped my mind. I've reviewed it recently, one of my favorite fragrances, man. Royal Oud from Creed, which is an oud vetiver fragrance. Now this is a very fruity oud. It's not an oud forward fragrance either. It's an extrait de parfum concentration. I just want to show you the detail on this. And this bottle is from Fragrance World. There's the cap. There's the plate, and it's got a plate at the bottom. The cap is very solid, very heavy. I like everything about this fragrance, man. It does what it's supposed to do. It does what it's supposed to do. Now again, not everybody's gonna like these fragrances. Not everybody's gonna like any of these fragrances. Some of you right now are going, I can't wear oud, nope, nope, can't do it. Okay, I get it. More for me, because I like it. I like the note, I like the scent profile. Again, some of these do come off as medicinal or really, really clean, or like cleaning products, in a good way, not in a bad way. But from the House of, not House of Fragrance World, it is Happiness Oud. That's a good one. from the house of Dunhill. It is Dunhill Icon Absolute, and I like this one. Maybe my most complimented out of all of these. Also one of the most wearable out of all of these. It's gonna be close though. This next one was a compliment getter as well. I would snatch this up before it's discontinued if I was you guys. And it just smells good, man. Oud is the common denominator in all of these fragrances, and this one is definitely an oud-centric fragrance, oud forward. And the last time I wore this, I had a very young lady stop dead in her tracks and ask me what I was wearing, and it was this. And it was this, man. It was Icon Absolute, which is an oud fragrance. Love the gold bottle as well. Does what it's supposed to. Not a whole lot to say there. Oud fragrance mixed with just a little bit of fruit, and just like all the rest of them, before it starts to dry down and dissipate, you get this really, really, to me, nice, clean vibe. Last but not least, from the house of Lattafa, it is, make sure I got this name right. Blue Oud, or Oud Blue from Lattafa. For some reason, Blue Note was coming. I kept wanting to say Blue Note, and I was thinking, I don't have, what is Blue Note? Blue Note just sounded right, but this is Blue Oud from the house of Lattafa. And it is thick in here. This was my scent of the night at work. And I got several compliments from people on this fragrance, and it really, really shocked me. It's sort of a different type of oud. This is a sort of blue, sort of fruity, maybe saffron-y, if that's a word, and it just a little bit different. Not as in your face again with the oud, but still a very strong and potent fragrance. Again, I had 1, 2, 3 of my coworkers compliment me on this fragrance today, and I didn't see it coming. I just wore it because, well, it's cool and rainy today, and made me think about oud fragrances. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull that out because I haven't worn it but one time since I had it, since I found it in the wild in Huntsville, Alabama. So I was just like, yeah, I need that. So yeah, and I like it. I like it a lot. I think these fragrances go well on cool, cold, rainy days. Now don't get it twisted, because I'll wear this stuff in the middle of the summer. I will bust it out. And I still get compliments on it. But yeah, had one of my coworkers just come up to me and start sniffing. And she goes, I just want to sniff you. Is that weird? I said, no, it's not. It's not. But from the house of Lattafa, it is Blue Oud, or Oud Blue. And look at the detail on this bottle. This is a nice looking little bottle, man. If you're not buying some Lattafa fragrances, you're really doing yourself an injustice, because they are really killing it right now. Yeah, they're really killing the game right now. I went blank there for a second because I just bought a Lattafa fragrance. And it's got oud in the name. Oh my goodness. One of my favorite fragrances this year that I bought in 2024, rather. What's the name of that fragrance? Eternal Oud. Eternal Oud. That's a good one. I think it's a clone of Grand Soir or something. Not the most oud-centric fragrance, but it is still a pretty good oud fragrance. All right, guys, man, that's it. That's all I got for you today. That's all I got. There's been 7 oud fragrances from my collection that I think you should get your nose on and give a legitimate shot and a legitimate wearing. I think you would be surprised, pleasantly surprised. With that being said, I'm gonna get off of here, thumbnail it, edit it, and do all that stuff so you can get ready to see it. Hope you all are having yourselves a great, great week. It is hump day. When you see this video, it is hump day. So we're almost over the hump, guys. So listen, I love you all, and may God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.